Now, today is Tripping the Colour, and it marks the King's birthday. We do pomp and pageantry so well, and today was yet another example, another show of patriotism and love for this country and, of course, for our monarchy. The United Kingdom, despite the efforts of our politicians, is still a great place to live. That's why only yesterday, another 800 made the dubious but these days relatively safe crossing from the sanctuary of France to get here. And with all the talk of war, I thought we could have some fun. Let's talk about Harry and Meghan, because I suspect Harry's watching today's ceremony from the US, his home for now, and is probably pining for the life that he so flagrantly cast aside. A life that, whilst in it, it is clear much of it he resented, but now outside it, it's all he ever talks about. Because frankly, after he and his wife closed the door on the monarchy, they've not really achieved anything other than whinging and complaining about the life they left behind. I think it was, 18 months that Meghan spent as a working royal, and I use that term loosely as she didn't do that much while she was there. They've amassed a small fortune on the back of their departure, but it pales into insignificance to what they could have had they stayed. Today must be like a here's what you could have one day for them. Since their departure, they've concocted a slew of get-richer schemes, books, podcasts and products like jams, honey and other stuff that you can get cheaper elsewhere. I think Meghan was pricing her honey at about 20 quid. Why would anyone buy that? What has succeeded has tainted them and cost them dearly, like that awful best-selling book Spare, which was an exercise in selling your family down the Swanee for Prince Harry. Meghan had already cast hers aside. Out of the pointless products on Instagram and websites that keep rebranding, it seems that Meghan has withdrawn her product range as their attempts to look human have all backfired. And last week was another example of that, when Meghan released a video of her twerking when pregnant. The latest in a dire selection of attempts to make themselves appear human and approachable. But nothing seems to be working as they hemorrhage more staff. Today, reportedly 6 more of their staff have jumped ship. Watching from across the pond at the unity that Tripping the Colour brings and seeing the love he has left behind, Harry must be wondering, what on earth has he done? Before we get stuck into the debate, here's what else is happening today. For the Great British Debate, I'm asking, is Rachel Reeves about to bankrupt the UK following her spending commitments this week? Then, in the next Great British Debate of the hour, I'm asking, do you believe Labour can end the use of migrant hotels following their promise to phase them out by 2029? But the question is, phase them out for what? And in the Pulse, we'll be discussing the new Trojan horse drug that destroys blood cancer from within, that is set to be rolled out to thousands of NHS patients. All of that is coming up in the next hour. As ever, send me your thoughts, post your comments, gbnews.com/your say. Well, I'm joined now by former senior gardener to King Charles, Jack Stooks. Jack, hello, how are you? You well?
Good, thank you. And yourself?
Yes, I'm good. We meet again. Ding, ding, round 2. Come on, what do you think? I mean, Harry and Meghan must, I presume they watch Tripping the Colour. I can imagine they would, because they probably watch a lot of the criticisms that they take, and they do take a lot of it. But this must be kind of bittersweet for them watching across the pond. What do you think?
I do hope they did watch it because, obviously it's his father that was celebrating his birthday, and to be able to see the family, it would have been nicer if he had been able to come over and join the family. But as we know, there's still tensions within the family. Obviously, you've gone through the reasons that there's these tensions, and it is sad. We're trying to get over those tensions, and then now we find out that more staff have left their employment. We don't know why the staff have left. So there's still that situation of why have they gone? Have they gone because they've been ill-advised from those staff members, or is it because they've worked on the crown, and suddenly they're realizing that that it's just more salacious and it's causing them more harm than good. I'm a great supporter of Harry. I think he's great. I think there's a lot of wrong that he has done, but there's also a lot of right that he's done. So I am still supporting Harry, as you know. But I never met Meghan. I know I was at the wedding, but we still are unsure what's going on. Nobody's really talking about whether there's going to be a reconciliation of the families, or what we're gonna have from America.
Yeah, but you did see that cringe-worthy twerking video, and this company who they've been working with presumably may have advised them or not advised them to release that, I don't know. But this is the company, these are the people who've abandoned ship. They've not been working with them for very long. You must admit that is a little bit odd.
Completely. I do agree that perhaps that should have stayed in the family vault, in their home. But if they're being advised and they've got a new group of people coming in and saying, look, we can change the perception of what people are thinking of you. Let's just give us some family albums, and they've gone through them and thought, great, we'll use these. We'll share some pictures of you going around Disney World or Disneyland, wherever it was. I think it was Disneyland in Anaheim.
Yeah.
And those photos, all they did was show that they were going around with the children, but we didn't see the children. And if they can be slightly more normal and maybe show a bit more of what's going on with the normality of the family life. I mean, I do support Harry. There's obviously something going on that none of us are aware of, but it's the way he's trying to get it out of the system. I do not know how and why he's doing it this way.
You'd think, I mean, look, if I were advising them in their PR, and they may well see this, Harry, Meghan, my advice to you, Meghan in particular, will be going to see your dad. You know what I mean? Go and see your dad, make up with your dad. Harry, go and see your father. Because people don't like, whatever they do, however they try and profess to be really human and empathetic and caring, if they can't do that to the people who brought them into this world, then I can't really believe anything they're showing me.
Yeah, I think maybe the thing was maybe if you and I join forces and go join their team and see what we can come up with, perhaps.
I doubt they would have me. I don't think they would like me much. I'd be fired within 30 seconds because I'd be telling them straight that this is an awful look, and nothing's going to cut it unless you go and see your family, make up with your dad, which it sounds like they're trying to do everything but. Well, it's up to them. I think it's just pretty stubborn. Get on with it. If they did that, then people would go, OK. I mean, I
do think Harry has tried to reach out in recent times. I'm not sure if it's come across the right way of how he was trying to reach out. Perhaps if he's not getting through the private channels, maybe that's why he's trying, the public channels. I don't really know if there is a clear dialogue that they're still having or not. None of us know what's going on in that front, but I do think Harry has maybe realized that some of the things that he has done are perhaps not what he should have done. I don't deny, we all make mistakes, particularly when it comes to family. And it's just making sure that keeping the family at the forefront, like you say.
Yeah, well, look, Jack, it's really good to talk to you. Thank you very much. That is Jack Stooks. He is a former senior gardener to King Charles.